Young and the Restless sees Sally Spectra walk out on Adam Newman and vows to never take him back. However, head writer Josh Griffith has a reputation for repeating plots, and this leads to speculation that Sally may turn up pregnant but not want Adam involved. Chelsea Lawson Newman, Melissa Claire Egan, is also rumored to be pregnant, either by Adam or Billy Abbott. On why and are Billy and Sally have a solid friendship, and there's a chance that this relationship could evolve into something more. It's also suggested that Billy could pretend to be the father of Sally's child to protect her from Adam's involvement. Such a move would undoubtedly stir up more drama, especially with the long-standing feud between Billy and Adam, which is mostly driven by the death of Dilly Abbott. Young and Restless hints at a possible plot twist involving a fake love affair between Sally and Billy to fool Adam. This could be a clever payback for the lies and betrayals both Sally and Billy have suffered at the hands of Adam and Chelsea. This twist could give Young and the Restless a fresh take on the old soap trope of pretend relationships and secret pregnancies. In the end, The Young and the Restless continues to keep its viewers on edge. In The Young and the Restless, the ongoing pregnancy storyline surrounding Sally Spectra has sparked significant fan speculation and tension. As her character navigates the emotional, physical, and social pressures of impending motherhood, the question remains: will Sally's pregnancy push her to take drastic action? This possible turn of events could impact the already complicated dynamics in Geno City. Let's explore Sally's situation and the factors that could lead her to make bold and potentially reckless decisions. From the beginning of her pregnancy, Sally has been caught in a whirlwind of emotions. Her turbulent romantic life, particularly her relationship with Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, and her previous entanglement with Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, has left her in an emotionally fragile state. This pregnancy isn't just about Sally becoming a mother, it also represents a crossroads in her relationships and life path. Sally's history as a fiercely independent yet deeply vulnerable woman makes her emotional journey complex. She's been known to mask her vulnerabilities with a bold, tough exterior, but her pregnancy brings those insecurities to the surface. Given her past of making impulsive decisions when she feels cornered or overwhelmed, it's not far-fetched to imagine that she could find herself making a life-altering choice as the pressures mount. One of the key tensions in Sally's pregnancy revolves around her relationship with the Newman brothers, Adam and Nick. Her romantic entanglements with both have been fraught with conflict, jealousy, and unresolved feelings. Adam, the biological father of Sally's baby, had shown signs of wanting to be a part of his child's life, despite their on and off relationship. Nick, on the other hand, still harbors feelings for Sally, and though they are no longer together, his protective nature continues to pull him into Sally's orbit. This love triangle not only complicates Sally's personal life, but also places her in the middle of the volatile Newman family dynamics. The emotional stress caused by being torn between Adam's darker, passionate side and Nick's more stable, reliable presence could drive Sally to make drastic decisions regarding the future of her child. Sally may feel the need to break away from the Newman brothers entirely to regain control over her life, even if it means isolating herself. Could Sally, in a bid for self-preservation, leave town? The Young and the Restless is no stranger to storylines where characters leave to escape their problems, only to return with renewed purpose later. Sally might feel that removing herself from the toxic love triangle and the stress of Geno City could provide a fresh start for her and her baby. Another aspect that might push Sally to drastic action is her fear of failure as a mother. Sally's upbringing and family history have been less than ideal, and the pressure to not repeat the mistakes of her parents could weigh heavily on her. This self-doubt could lead her to question whether she is fit to raise a child, potentially driving her to consider giving the baby up for adoption or worse, leaving the child with Adam or Nick. These decisions, while extreme, could stem from Sally's desire to give her baby a better life than she thinks she can provide. Sally's past also includes a series of professional failures and scandals, especially her downfall in the fashion industry. She might view motherhood as a final opportunity to get something right, adding a layer of psychological stress to her already overburdened state. This internal pressure could force her to take an irrational course of action, as Sally has a history of jumping to desperate measures when she feels like her world is crumbling. Beyond her relationships with Adam and Nick, Sally's pregnancy ties her even deeper into the complex and sometimes ruthless Newman family. Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinel, Nick's sister and CEO of Newman Enterprises, has always had a strained relationship with Sally, viewing her as a threat to both Nick's happiness and the company's stability. Victoria has tried to undermine Sally professionally, and it's likely she won't stop at Sally's pregnancy. With the Newman family involved, the stakes are higher than ever, and Sally may feel increasingly isolated as Victoria's manipulations and backdoor schemes intensify. This constant battle for respect and recognition may lead Sally to lash out or make a hasty decision about her future and that of her child. If Sally feels like the walls are closing in, could she do something drastic, like leave Genoa City or cut ties with Adam and Nick altogether? With Victoria's machinations always lurking in the background, Sally's situation becomes even more precarious. One of Sally's closest allies, Chloe Mitchell, Elizabeth Hendrickson, has been by her side through thick and thin. Chloe has her own experiences with family drama, particularly with her best friend Chelsea Lawson, Melissa Claire Egan, and she could offer Sally support or advice during this turbulent time. However, Chloe has also been known to push Sally to take risks and make bold choices. Chloe might encourage Sally to assert her independence or make a significant life change, which could include moving away, going into hiding, or making a shocking decision about her pregnancy. Chloe's well-meaning advice could have unintended consequences, especially if Sally interprets her support as permission to take drastic action that she may later regret. Sally's pregnancy represents both a challenge and an opportunity for growth. Throughout her arc in The Young and the Restless, Sally has been portrayed as a flawed but redeemable character. This storyline could push her toward redemption, as she grapples with the responsibilities of motherhood and confronts her fears and insecurities. On the other hand, Sally's history of impulsivity and self-sabotage raises the possibility that her pregnancy could lead her down a darker path. If Sally is unable to cope with the pressures surrounding her, she may resort to destructive behavior, such as making rash decisions that could harm her or her baby. Her emotional fragility, combined with the high stakes of her relationships and her fear of failure, create a volatile mix that could lead to drastic and unpredictable outcomes. As Sally Spectra's pregnancy storyline unfolds in The Young and the Restless, her emotional state, relationship entanglements, and fears about motherhood are pushing her to a breaking point. Whether Sally will take drastic action is still uncertain, but the pressures she faces from all sides suggest that something significant is on the horizon. Sally could either emerge stronger, with a newfound sense of purpose and direction, or she could spiral into self-destruction, making choices that could have long-lasting consequences for her and her child. As always, The Young and the Restless keeps fans on the edge of their seats, and Sally's next move is sure to leave a lasting impact on Genoa City.